Hello. This is a walkthrough of the COMET Planner, the CO2 modeling tool Zero Foodprint uses to help score our Restore grants. If you have questions after watching, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at grants@zerofoodprint.org. There are two different versions of the COMET Planner, so it's important to use the correct one for your state. This is what it will look like if you're in Colorado or in the Northwest. I'll go through the California one in a minute. The first step is to fill in your state and county, and you'll select the type of practice you're looking to apply for, and this will open a list of available practices below. It's important to note that not all practices eligible for the Restore grant are available in every county. So if you get this error message, it means we don't have data for it, and we have to consider the CO2 to be zero, which could negatively impact your application's chances of funding. So be sure to check that all the practices you're looking to apply for are available in your county before you start your application. Okay, once you select the practice you want to apply for, it might ask you some specifics around practice details. Once you select one of these, it will populate the practice in a table below, and you'll be able to input the acreage you plan to do that practice on. And on the right side, it will show you the CO2 equivalent. That's what you'll put in for that practice into your application. If you have other practices, simply scroll back up and repeat the process for the remaining practices. Once you're done, you'll hit Download, PDF, and upload that file into your application. One other thing to note for our Colorado and Northwest applicants: if you are applying for compost, you will not use this COMET Planner. Instead, you'll use a separate compost calculator linked in the application. It's based on data from the US Compost Council and will ask you to input the carbon percentage and C to N ratio of the product you're using. So you'll need to know what compost product you're looking to buy so that you can ask the vendor for a technical data sheet for that product. And then the process is essentially the same for the California version. It just looks a little different. Essentially, you'll put in your county on the left side, select the land type, and the list of eligible practices will appear as a dropdown. It might ask you some more questions, and then you also might have to tick this payment scenario on the right here for the practice to populate correctly, so just be aware of that. And then the practice will appear in the table below, and you can enter the acres or linear feet of the practice just like how you did before. And then just note, it's going to give you this estimated payment in addition, but we don't use this at all. It's for a completely separate grant program, which also uses the COMET Planner. So disregard this. We don't have a payment rate per practice. For Restore, you set your bid based on what you estimate it would cost to implement the practice. So we are only going to be using the total CO2 equivalent. And then same thing, you'll download this and upload it to your application. If you apply for a large enough scope of work, it won't let you download the table. So in these instances, we also accept a screen grab in place of a PDF. Thanks for watching. I hope this answered your questions. Have a great rest of your day.